and welcome to the second instalment of the Vardis how-to videos. You join myself and Jason Smith on our syndicate in Gloucestershire. Jason's going to go through his favourite rigs and his favourite components from the Vardis stable, and I hope it, again, something that you can put into your own fishing and put fish on the bank for you guys. Jace, over to you.
Right guys, my favourite rig is the D rig. It's a rig I use all the time. Beautiful presentation. I use it with a wafter rig. I use it on a silt, a hard silt, or a nice gravel spot. This is how I tie it. I use about 10 inches Vardis 20-pound fluorocarbon. Give it a bit of a straighten out. My favourite hook is the gripper size 4. Absolutely super sharp. Never had any issues with it at all. So what I do first of all, I tie a little loop like that, put the little tag end through the eye, and then lay it across the shank of the hook, and then I whip round 4 times, holding it, pull the little tag end out, and gently pulling it up tight, and then moving it to where I want it on the shank, pulling it tight, cutting the little tag end off.
So is that the whipping knot that you're doing there?
That's a little whipping knot.
The D, yeah?
Yeah, creating the D. So now I tease that up to where I want it. So as you can see, it's on the shank of the hook. Just tease it round to where you want it to come. Then I get one of the little micro rib swing swivels that is on here somewhere.
I think it's under there, fluorocarbon, mate. Yeah,
There it is. Slip that on. Go through the eye of the hook. And create the size D that you prefer. I prefer a little bit of a big D, as you can see there. Then just whip round 5 times. Pulling it all tight. And there is the D rig that I use. Then I put on a new tungsten sinker that will be available from Vardis in the near future. Then I get an anti-tangle sleeve, and then you get to the desired length that you require your hook to be, length to be.
So with regard to this rig then, Jace, obviously it'll be a video for another time for the viewers and whatnot, but what kind of lead presentation would you use this rig for? Would you use it on a helicopter setup or a lead clip setup?
To be honest with you, I've used it on helicopter and I've used it on a lead clip setup, and both of them absolutely perfect. Really well presented. It's a rig, it's probably my go-to rig of all time. And then my wafter bait is just a sow with the top cut off very slightly, and then I put a little bit of, I'm a favourite believer of have a little bit of colour on the top of the wafter. And that is my go-to rig. Absolutely every time.
Just wants to grab hold every time.
Just wants to grab hold every time. Lengthwise, I generally use it 6-7 inches, and when it lays on the floor, it always pushes itself away because it's using a stiff material. And hook-wise on the fish, 9 times out of 10, they're absolutely nailed.
Do you ever use any different size of hook or different material to construct the rig from? or is it always a fluorocarbon?
For me, it's always a fluorocarbon, purely and simply because if I'm getting picked up on from birds or anything like that, I know it's going to self-settle every
Reset
time.
itself,
It's going to
yeah.
reset, and it's fishing every time. So that is my go-to rig.
Fantastic. Thank you ever so much for your time, and hopefully see you guys out on the bank sometime.